Chosen one, stop for a moment and listen. The angels are speaking loudly in the spirit right now. This is not an ordinary word. This is not something you can ignore. Heaven is calling your name, and God is saying clearly, you cannot skip this one. The angels say you have reached a divine moment, a turning point, a place where delay is no longer safe. You have been protected, guided, and carried this far, but now God needs something from you. This is your part, and it matters more than you realize. Chosen one, the angels want you to understand this first. God is not disappointed in you. He sees your effort. He sees your tears. He sees how hard it has been. But the angels say there is a difference between being carried and choosing to walk. And now, God is asking you to walk. This is the moment where faith must move. Not later, not tomorrow, not when everything feels comfortable. The angels say this step requires courage, not clarity. Obedience, not full understanding. Chosen one, the angels reveal that many prayers you prayed are already answered in heaven. Yes, already answered. But the manifestation on earth is waiting on alignment, waiting on your response, waiting on your yes. Do not underestimate this moment. The angels say skipping this step delays the blessing. Not because God withholds, but because order matters in the spirit. God is a God of divine order, and this step prepares you for what you asked for. The angels speak strongly now. Stop questioning what God already confirmed. Stop going back and forth in your mind. Stop waiting for another sign when this message itself is the sign. Chosen one, your part may look simple, but it is powerful. It may be letting go of something you've outgrown. It may be forgiving someone who never apologized. It may be starting what fear told you to postpone. It may be trusting God where you were hurt before. The angels say heaven is watching how you respond right now. Not to judge you, but to release what is next. Your obedience unlocks momentum. Your faith unlocks favor. Chosen one, hear this clearly. God is not asking you to do everything. He is asking you to do something. And that something creates room for Him to do what only He can do. The angels say fear has been trying to distract you at the edge of breakthrough. Doubt has been whispering lies, telling you it's too late, too hard, or too risky. But the angels declare those voices are losing power now. This is why the pressure feels intense. This is why the urgency is real. You are closer than you think. Chosen one, the angels say your delay has expired. Heaven is ready. The path is prepared. Protection is already assigned. Provision is already lined up. Do not wait to feel brave. Move while you are trembling. God honors faith that moves even when the heart is shaking. The angels say once you take this step, things will begin to shift quickly. Conversations will change. Opportunities will open. Peace will settle where confusion lived. What felt stuck will begin to flow. Chosen one, this step positions you for what you prayed for at night when no one saw your tears. God did not forget those prayers. He remembered every word. The angels remind you. Obedience is not loss, it is exchange. You give God your trust, and He gives you what you cannot create on your own. Do not skip this moment. Do not minimize this instruction. Do not talk yourself out of what heaven is urging you toward. Chosen one, this is your part. Say yes. Take the step. Release what God asked you to release. Start what God asked you to start. Trust where God asked you to trust. The angels declare over you. When you move, God will move. When you obey, heaven will respond. When you take your part, God will take over. This is not the end. This is the beginning, and heaven is ready for your yes. Chosen one, do not rush past this moment. The angels say there is a weight of glory on this instruction. What God is asking from you now is shaping what you will carry next. This is why it feels serious. This is why your spirit has been restless. Heaven is preparing you for increase. The angels say some things cannot follow you into the next season. Not because they are evil, but because they are heavy. Old mindsets, old fears, old habits of self-doubt. God is asking you to travel lighter. Chosen one, the angels want you to know this step is not punishment. It is protection. What God is removing is what would have slowed you down later. What He is asking you to release would have cost you peace in the next level. Listen closely now. The angels say obedience today prevents battles tomorrow. Chosen one, You have been praying for God to take control, but now He is asking you to hand it over. Fully, without conditions, without backup plans, without holding on, just in case. The angels say partial surrender creates delayed results, but full surrender opens sudden doors. This is why God has been quiet about the details. If He showed you everything, fear would try to talk you out of it. Faith does not need the full picture. It needs direction. Chosen one. The angels say your obedience is louder in heaven than your words. Heaven responds to movement. You may not see instant results with your natural eyes, but the angels say something shifts the moment you decide. Chains begin to loosen. Resistance breaks. The atmosphere around you changes. Chosen one. Do not measure this step by how others respond. This instruction was not given to them. It was given to you. The angels say comparison will confuse you, but obedience will clarify you. Right now, angels are being assigned based on your decision. Some are prepared to guard you. Some are prepared to open doors. Some are prepared to fight battles you will never see. But they are waiting. Chosen one. The angels speak this clearly. Delay weakens momentum. Faith moves while heaven is active. If your heart feels stirred, that is confirmation. If your spirit feels heavy, that is conviction. Do not ignore it. God is gentle, but He is precise. The angels remind you that God never asks for something without already planning the reward. What feels like loss now will return as peace, clarity, favor, and strength. Chosen one. This step will change how you see yourself. You will no longer doubt your calling the way you used to. Obedience builds spiritual confidence. The angels say once you cross this line, you cannot go back to who you were. And that is not something to fear. That is something to celebrate. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where heaven expected you to be when you heard this message. Chosen one. Breathe. Pray. Decide. The angels are near. God is ready. And what comes next will prove that this step was worth it. Do not skip this one. Heaven is watching your yes. Chosen one. This is your part. Say yes. Take the step. Release what God asked you to release. Start what God asked you to start. Trust where God asked you to trust. The angels declare over you. When you move, God will move. When you obey, heaven will respond. When you take your part, God will take over. This is not the end. This is the beginning, and heaven is ready for your yes. Chosen one. They are leaning close now, because this part is important. The angels say there is a thin line between almost and alignment. You have lived in the almost for too long. Almost obedient, almost free, almost confident, but now God is calling you fully in. This is the moment where excuses lose their power. The angels say what once felt reasonable is no longer acceptable, because you know too much now. You have grown. You have heard God clearly. And with clarity comes responsibility. Chosen one. The angels speak this with love. Stop waiting for permission from people when heaven already approved you. Stop shrinking to keep others comfortable. This step requires courage because it separates you from old versions of yourself. The angels say obedience will cost you familiarity, but it will give you authority. Right now, your spirit is being trained to respond quickly to God. What you practice now will determine how you carry bigger assignments later. God is preparing you for weight, influence, and impact. Chosen one. The angels reveal that this step will silence many inner battles. The confusion you feel is not permanent. It is the result of standing between two decisions. Once you choose, peace will follow. Do not let fear dress itself as wisdom. The angels warn that hesitation can sometimes look spiritual, but it is still hesitation. God is not asking you to analyze this step. He is asking you to take it. Chosen one. The angels say heaven celebrates obedience more than success. Results belong to God. Response belongs to you. Some doors will close after this step. Do not chase them. Those doors served their purpose. God is not taking anything from you that He is not replacing with something better. The angels say you are being repositioned. What used to drain you will no longer have access. What used to confuse you will no longer reach you. This is the fruit of obedience. Chosen one. Do not fear being misunderstood. Every person chosen by God was misunderstood at the moment they obeyed. Approval follows obedience, not before it. The angels remind you that God is patient, but moments are not permanent. This invitation is sacred. Treat it with honor. You may feel like you are stepping into the unknown, but the angels assure you that God has already gone ahead of you. You are not walking into emptiness. You are walking into preparation. Chosen one. The angels say your yes today becomes your testimony tomorrow. This step will unlock strength you didn't know you had. Faith grows when it is used. Courage grows when it is exercised. Take the step, speak the prayer, make the decision, release the burden. The angels stand ready. Heaven is waiting. And God will meet you on the other side of your obedience. Chosen one. The angels say this is the moment your spirit has been sensing in silence. Late at night, in quiet thoughts, in sudden tears without clear reason. That was not confusion, that was preparation. The angels say God has been gently loosening your grip on what you once depended on. Not to leave you empty, but to fill your hands with something new. What is coming requires open hands, not clenched ones. Chosen one, listen carefully. The angels warn you not to let familiarity talk you out of obedience. Just because something feels normal does not mean it is aligned. Comfort is not always confirmation. The angels speak this boldly. This step breaks cycles. Patterns that repeated in your family, in your emotions, in your choices. They lose authority when you obey God at this level. You are not just choosing for yourself. You are choosing for those connected to you. Your obedience creates a new standard. Chosen one. The angels say heaven has been patient because your calling is heavy. But now patience is turning into urgency. This is not pressure. This is timing. The angels reveal that God is shifting how you hear Him. After this step, His voice will feel clearer. Not louder, but clearer. Obedience sharpens spiritual hearing. Do not fear mistakes. The angels say God corrects the obedient, but He cannot direct the undecided. Chosen one. The angels remind you that faith is not a feeling. It is a decision, and decisions carry power in the spirit. Some people will not understand why you changed. Let them wonder. Your life will answer their questions later. The angels say you are stepping out of survival mode and into purpose. You will no longer live reacting to life. You will live responding to God. Chosen one, take courage. Heaven does not call you without covering you. Angels are assigned to the steps you have not taken yet. This obedience will mark you. Not with loss, but with authority. You will walk differently, pray differently, decide differently. The angels say after this, you will no longer beg for doors. You will recognize the ones meant for you. This is a sacred crossing. Do not look back, do not hesitate, do not negotiate. Chosen one, say yes with your whole heart. The angels are watching. God is ready. And the next season is waiting on your obedience. Chosen one, they say this is the final strengthening before the release. Heaven often grows quiet right before movement, and that silence you felt was not abandonment. It was alignment. God was bringing everything into order. The angels say your spirit is being sealed with confidence right now. Not confidence in yourself, but confidence in God. This is why doubt feels weaker than it used to. It can still speak, but it no longer rules. Chosen one, understand this. God is not asking you to leap blindly. He is asking you to trust what He already showed you in pieces. Every small confirmation you received was part of the map. The angels speak this clearly. Obedience at this level shifts identity. You will stop seeing yourself as trying, and start seeing yourself as chosen and trusted. What once intimidated you will begin to respect you. What once challenged you will lose access. This is the authority that comes from alignment. Chosen one. The angels say you are being promoted in the spirit before it shows in the natural. Do not get discouraged if people have not noticed yet. Heaven already has. Right now, unseen doors are unlocking. Unspoken prayers are being answered. Not because you earned it, but because you obeyed. The angels remind you. God only asks for your part once He has secured His part. The outcome is already in His hands. You may feel emotional after this step. That is normal. Release often brings tears. Tears are not weakness. They are evidence that chains are breaking. Chosen one. The angels say do not announce this step to everyone. Protect it. Let fruit speak. Some things grow best in silence. After this obedience, rest will feel deeper. Peace will feel safer. Direction will feel steadier. The angels declare over you. Confusion is lifting, heaviness is breaking, and clarity is settling. This is the moment you stop circling the promise and start walking into it. Chosen one, heaven honors your yes. God will not waste your obedience. And what comes next will confirm that this step was necessary, sacred, and perfectly timed. The angels rejoice. And your next chapter begins now.